Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is August the 9th, 2023, and I'm out here in one of my flower beds, and you can see the zinnias are blooming beautifully. So in this video here, I'm going to be explaining and teaching you how to harvest your zinnias. There's a secret and a tip to these, and I'm going to be explaining all that in this video here. So you may have heard people talk about a shake test on your flowers to see if they're ready to harvest. So you can see this one here has a nice firm stem to it. It shakes a little bit, whereas, let me find one here, this stem here just flops back and forth. So this one here is not ready to harvest. You can see it still has a lot more to open up here. And what will actually happen is if you try and harvest this one, your stem's going to break, your flowers are going to go limp, and it's just not going to work. Another way that you can tell is by feeling the stem here. So this stem here it's more firm. You don't want to press too hard because you don't want to break your stem. So your stem here is more firm, whereas on these over here, it's like really soft. You can actually see some here where it's giving. So that's a few of the ways that you can tell when these are ready to harvest. Now I have had some of these where when they had the stars in them, I thought for sure that they were going to be ready, but they still weren't ready yet. So like this one here is ready. It's a little flimsy. This one here is it's still a little flimsy, even though it has all of this here in it. It's still just a little flimsy. So we're going to let this stem firm up some more because it's still kind of soft up through here. So I have a nice pair of sharp pruning shears. I like the thinner pruning shears for when I'm harvesting the zinnias because you can get down in between these stems here. You can see you have two branches coming off here, and I want to make sure I get my stem long enough to cut for my bouquet. So I'm just going to cut it right there. There we go. You can see I have a beautiful flower there. Now you want to have a nice bucket of clean water. If you're doing for your cut flowers, I'm going to be using this one here for a different project, but you want to make sure that you have a nice clean bucket of water for your cut flowers to put them in, and you want to cut your stem at a 45-degree angle. So what that'll do is that'll allow, like if you cut it 45-degree angle, you can see here it's not flat on the bottom. And when you put it in, it's going to allow the water to come up through the bottom of the stem. If you cut your stems flat and you put them in, what happens is it'll be like a straw effect. Your plants can't take up the water. Your flower stems can't take up the water, and they'll wilt on you. So beautiful flowers here. You want to harvest your flowers when they're nice and dry before when the dew is dry on them, so you don't have any issues with mold or anything like that. And what some people do is they actually water their flower beds, or they'll water their flowers like the night before they're going to harvest. Now not everybody does that, but some people do that, and that gives your flowers a nice drink so that they're nice and ready for you when you go to cut them. They're nice and fresh. We have a lot of beautiful colors here. This here is the Oklahoma series, and this has smaller blooms on it. I used to grow a lot of the giant series too, like the Bernie's giants, and we did some of the cactus ones. Mikey came out to visit us. Well, you can see a lot of the other colors over here. These are all the Oklahoma series. This is the first year I've ever grown the Oklahoma series, and so far I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. We're not having any issues with powdery mildew, which I am so happy for that. Powdery mildew wiped out my other varieties that I would grow. We did grow some leopards this year. They're a smaller flower. It's really pretty days, but I'm really happy with this one here so far. A lot nicer, smaller flowers. They fit better into your bouquets. The larger flowers, like your giants, they can break, like the heads can break off of them. So that is something you have to watch out for if you grow the giant ones. But you can see they have the beautiful golden yellow color here. Gorgeous colors. And some of these will be semi-double, some of them will be doubles. This one here is ready to go. can see here, this is Japanese beetle damage here. We do have our traps out, but they did eat some of this here on these. I'm going to cut this one here. Here's ready to go. I'm going to let this one here on so this one here blooms. Beautiful colors. So I hope you enjoyed the video on some tips for how to harvest your zinnias. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. That times I put a new video on. Also follow me on Twitter. I'll have a link down in the description to my Twitter account. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.